2024 Chevrolet Trailblazer first test. Cute, not quick, or quiet. In the optional iridescent pearl tricoat exterior color, the refreshed 2024 Chevrolet Trailblazer looks more like a panda than any anime-style Toyota hatchback ever has. Cute air vibes aside, it's one of two competitors the brand has in a crowded subcompact SUV class that's 20 entries strong. Creature comfort improvements and updated looks aim to make the Trailblazer a better competitor. But did Chevy address our dynamic concerns from the last time we tested the Trailblazer? Let's find out. To our surprise, it's half a second quicker to 60 miles per hour than the last Trailblazer AWD we tested, which is mechanically the same as this one. That 2021 model was 7 pounds lighter but still took a lackadaisical 9.3 seconds to clear the speed. The refreshed 2024 Trailblazer also makes up 0.3 seconds on the smaller, less powerful 2024 Trax Active, which is forward only, as well as the more powerful Hyundai Kona N-Line AWD, both capable of hitting 60 miles per hour at 8.5 seconds. Not that you expect them to be, but none of these times qualifies as quick. For launches with the quickest straight line times, a bit of carefully timed pedal overlap is required before letting off the brake. Switching to forward from standard AWD seemed to make the crossover more responsive, but in this mode, it's easier for the front wheels to break traction with heavy throttle input. Getting on the gas does one other thing, too. The Trailblazer's tiny Turbo 3 elicits a distinctive engine note that can only be described as sounding like a tractor. Although it's muffled, there's no escaping it. The refreshed Trailblazer's bump in speed shows up in our handling assessments, as well. Versus the 2021 model, it hangs on ever so slightly longer in the lateral acceleration skid pad test, and it completes our racetrack in a bottle figure 8 course 0.7 seconds quicker with a higher average G. The Trax performs almost identically, and both 2024 Chevys have better traction and are quicker than the same year Kona N-Line. That said, the 2024 Trailblazer is no sporty crossover. Although most body motions are well controlled, a fair amount of road noise, even on smooth pavement, is transmitted into the cabin. The active standard sport terrain tires might share some blame for this, as they come with a somewhat aggressive tread pattern. Its off-road tuned dampers may also be a partial culprit for the lack of refinement. There isn't much feedback through the steering wheel, either, which would be a crime if it weren't so common among today's cars. Braking distances are better than before, though, shaving a foot from the 2021's best stop. A canyon carver the Trailblazer is not slow, sloppy, disconnected from the road, but the baby SUV drives acceptably around town. Plus, it charms in other ways. If you're shopping for subcompact SUVs, there's a good chance you want something fuel efficient, which most of them are. The Trailblazer Active we tested returns 26/29 of a mile per gallon city/highway, nearly the same fuel economy as the 2021 RS we had. The older model seeing 1 mile per gallon more in highway mileage at 26/30 of a mile per gallon city/highway. Its city rating is also better than the 1.6-liter Turbo 4 Konas by 2 miles per gallon. The Trax does even better, 28/32 of a mile per gallon city/highway, but it also comes with a smaller, less powerful engine and is offered only with forward. Space hasn't changed inside the refreshed Trailblazer, which continues to feel ample given its subcompact status. Rear legroom is excellent, 1.2 inches more than the gas Kona, for 39.4 inches total. Chevy clearly designed the Trailblazer Active's interior for durability. Seats are upholstered in a waxy-looking Evitex synthetic leather that's supposedly wear, stain, and spill-resistant and easy to clean. Optional rinsable rubber mats, the brand calls them all-weather floor liners, are included, and on the back of the fold-flat front passenger seat, there are integrated plastic panels in the event long cargo extends into that portion of the vehicle. Milk gallon cubbies are found on both sides of the rear cargo hold, and the rear doors open wide to about 80 degrees. We love the programmable hands-free power liftgate, which comes with the available $1,195 convenience package. It's a rare find on such an economical vehicle. We also dug the little crossover's big glass roof. Chevy sent us a Trailblazer Active with the optional $1,495 dual-pane panoramic sunroof, which does much to elevate this cabin. And speaking of big glass, the refreshed Trailblazer receives an 11.0-inch infotainment touchscreen as standard this year, which is 4.0 inches bigger than the previously standard display and 3.0 inches bigger than the last upgrade. There's a new standard 8.0-inch driver's screen in the gauge cluster, but its execution isn't as great. Inches of unused real estate border the display, making it seem small. Push-button start is additionally standard for 2024, and for this Trailblazer active users, the first and second rows feature USB-A and USB-C ports. With the convenience package, we also scored wireless charging and a 120-volt outlet in the second row. Interior styling is otherwise pleasant. We like the cabin's lines, especially the irregular hexagon shape of the dash air vents. The front doors also feature a kind of soft denim trim that accents the front seats. But instead of using the soft material for the lower dash, Chevy tried to mimic the look with molded plastic, which didn't come out so hot. The Chevy Trailblazer tries to separate itself from the rest of subcompact SUV pack with commendable interior space and packaging, strong fuel economy, and styling that's easy on the eyes. With its new standard equipment for 2024, the Trailblazer's features per dollar value has improved somewhat, as well. That proposition still isn't ideal, though. The Active is the second highest trim in the Trailblazer lineup, but things like rear USB ports and several driver assistance features still cost extra. Factor in the crossover's lack of athleticism and refinement, and it becomes a tougher recommendation. Our 2024 Trailblazer Active came with a sticker of $35,315, which includes $5,320 in available add-ons, most of which we'd want to keep. For that kind of money, though, the Mazda CX-30 is a better, more refined driver, though it's smaller inside. Or if going almost anywhere is what you seek, the Ford Bronco Sport is in the price range, too, and it's considerably roomier. The refreshed Trailblazer is a move in the right direction for Chevy, but more moves are needed if the automaker wants to make its small SUV truly competitive.